this is gonna be a simple little video about just my daily quest that I do to for the family. And I'll show you, first of all, you open up, make sure that you have your quests open. So there's these three, which I don't do the tree because nobody's on here with me. And then the guild. These I do to help the guild get prestige, and I also get prestige, and then you can buy things with the prestige. So, and I leave from here because this is the easiest way for me to get to my destination from my house. So here we go. As you can tell in my videos, this is the main way I get around, because it's relatively fast and it takes you above all the stuff. And in this, this might just be boring, I don't know, but I thought some people might be interested in some of the things that you can do. Then this one makes a little bit of gold. Mostly, though, I do it to give to help the family get a higher level and help the guild. So this guy here has quests. I always get that one family quest just in case Terry comes on and we can do it together, and then we get credit for it. But what this will do is get me these things right here, this blue salt bond, and when I turn those in, it helps our community, and you get on the board here of people who have contributed to the community. As you can see, it looks like I'm second, but no, now I'm fifth. But at the end, when this goes through its rotation, you'll actually get gold for helping out. I quit doing this one that they offer on the board because the iron that they want you to give, you can make a heck of a lot more gold selling it than you can getting it from them. So, okay, so what I need to do for my quest is make a pack, but somebody's put one down here, and it already has reduced profit, darn it. But because they left it, I can take it and turn it in, and I won't get as much gold for it, but I'm going there anyway, and so I always pick these up if somebody leaves them, and take them and turn them in, and then I get gold, and the person who left them also gets gold. They don't get very much, but they get some. And then what you do is, you have to have all these ingredients. This is why I grow trees and stuff on my property. But you have to have those ingredients to make a pack. And then it's just that easy. And what you do is, when you get, since I've got a pack in here, if the game crashes or something and I don't want somebody to steal my car while I'm gone, I put the eye on. It only gives you a minute or so of safety, and it's usually not enough to get back in the game, but sometimes it helps. So you put your eye on. That's a protection. Also, for when you get out of your vehicle to turn your packs in, put the eye on. Although I heard a rumor that they changed it so when you're turning your packs in, your vehicle stays protected. I don't know if that's true. That would make the game less fun, in my opinion. I don't like getting my packs stolen, but it is one of the irritatingly fun things about the game because you can rip people off, and I don't ever do that, but it's a fun thing anyway. But it's they made so many things safe on here. It used to be in the old days, when we first started playing this game, that you could a lot of the ships have harpoons on them, and you could harpoon the shore and pull your ship up onto shore. So these guys would get out there with their great big ships, and they would drag them onto the shore. And so then sometimes they would do things like drag them all the way into Marianople, which is where I'm going right now, which is a huge town, and they'd put them in there. But what they used to do was they would drag them up onto a road where people would. We used to haul a lot of packs back then. That's how you made your gold. And they'd haul their ships up onto the road, and you couldn't get past them in your vehicle. And so people that were carrying packs would get mad because they're being obstructed by these big ships. And it was irritating, but I'm going to tell you something. That was so much fun. Watching those guys do that, it was hysterical. I mean, it was just a fun part of the game that people were irritated, so they did away with it. Okay, right here I have to be careful going here, because if I go here fast over this part of the bridge, it will actually flip my car over, which is not fun. It's terribly embarrassing. But I had to learn that one the hard way. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this to the cargo guy where I can turn it in. And there's several places you could turn these in. For this particular quest, I have to turn it into 2 crowns or Cinderstone, and Cinderstone is a danger area. It's where you can get killed, so I don't go there. I could get more gold if I went there, but I don't go there because it's not my favorite thing to get killed. And the difference in the gold isn't enough to make me want to do that. So in the zones what I call the danger zones, in those zones, if people come over from Aranya, which is the other continent, they can kill you there. They can't kill me here. They could come over here. They can't kill me unless I shoot them first. If I shoot them first, then I believe they can shoot me back. But if I don't shoot them, they can't shoot me. And no greens. Nobody from this continent can kill me here. In a red zone, you can kill your own faction, your own side, if you go into bloodlust, which I never do. I don't think I ever have. But people used to do that a lot more in the old days than they do now. Especially to steal cargo. I mean, free gold, why not? So after I turn that in for my bond thing, then I can sell the pack to her. And then I'll sell this pack to her. And then this is a safe ship. Here, only 2 minutes. But since it's here, I've got to take a pack over because I can't pass it up. So what I'll do is just pause the record so you don't have to go through it because it takes forever for this to get through, but I'll give you an idea of what's on here. This little bouncy guy floats and everything. He's so cool. They used to have just a stairway here, staircase, or steps, ladder, and people would get all conglomerated on the ladder trying to get up there. So I love that they put these nets. And what you really want to be seated, or you can hang on the net like these guys here are doing, because otherwise, when we travel, people will jump on the ship and try to knock you off, because you're safe. Like I have safety certificates, the captain's protection. So if you get on here and you turn one of those in, it gives you protection. It shows right here while you travel on the ship. But if you get knocked off the ship, then they can kill you out in the ocean and take your pack. So you're smart to get the protection, and then you're smart to sit down or hang on to the net to keep them from being able to knock you off. Used to be in the old days, sometimes they could just run a boat past this one close enough where the two of them colliding wouldn't knock people off, but I haven't seen that happening lately, so I don't think that they have that capability anymore. But sometimes people want to travel without spending because it costs you gold to buy the protection. So they won't get the protection, and then if a red happens to jump onto the ship, or anybody when you're out in the ocean happens to jump onto the ship and test to see who's not protected, they'll kill you, and then you lose your pack. It used to be that the packs were very costly to buy, so when you lost them, it was quite a bit to lose. But now it didn't cost me all that much. But so here we go, and after we get going a little bit, I'll pause it until we get to our destination, and so that you don't have to sit through this boring thing, because this trip probably takes 10 to 15 minutes to get across there. This is not the fastest ship in the ocean. So, but this is all cargo hauling, which is something we didn't used to have in the old days. We always just hauled packs, and you would take them over in your own ship and risk getting killed on the way and losing all your packs, because generally you would take several packs if you made the trip. And they still do that with the cargo, but it's not something I'll do. I'm a coward. I think I told you that before. Anyway, pretty cool. And you can hear I think you can hear the creaking of the ship. It's not creaking right now. Well, I don't know. It's not going to creak for you, but I will see you in a little bit. Okay, we're getting close now, and I wanted you to see this island. This is one of the islands that you can put houses on. Both reds and green, we call them greens, the people on our side, live here on this island. And I believe in housing districts you can't kill each other anymore, so they can do that safely. But sometimes there's a red on here who will fly out here to the ship to see if anybody's unprotected and steal a pack. And that was always exciting, so I was kind of hoping he would do it this time, but he didn't. So for Henry, all these characters are other players in the game, because you were asking, so they all are other players, and you notice all the different costumes and armor. Some of this is just armor, some of it's costumes. These are probably all costumes. Your like I have armor on. You just can't tell because when you put a costume on it, it hides your armor. But see these? See, like this is a costume with these funky little hats. That's not really what the person looks like. They have a hat on. And you see how there's two exactly the same? I believe this person's probably one of them too, but you can have more than one player in this game, and a lot of people make alts, several alts, and then they'll do this. They'll get their alts all to carry packs over and turn them in, and because the stuff that you get for turning this pack in can be sold on auction house for pretty good gold. Because like for 20 of them, I think you can make like 300, 200 to 300 gold or something. And you get 20 of them when you turn this one pack in. You get 20 of these onyx things. And people use them for crafting stuff, so they buy them on auction house all the time. So they're easy to sell. And so one of the ways people make gold in this game is to make alts that carry on some of these tasks, and because you can share gold and stuff with your alts. You can share things with your alts, all sorts of things, but gold is one of them, so it's a good way to make gold. I have 3 alts, but I don't use them. I don't ever play them because they're all on the same account. You have to have kind of different accounts if you want to play them all at the same time, so you can open all the windows. But and so the reason that I'm not getting killed is this is a protected area. Otherwise, I'd get killed here by these guys standing here. But they can't kill you when you turn your cargo in. So, because I am on, I'll show you the other continent. This is Hiranya, and this is where I live. So these are our enemies over here. So that's what you do. You turn in your cargo, and now this is a free way to get home. It's my recall. And I have my recall set up for where I live, just for this simple reason. Now I can just recall, because if I played the game intensely, I'd probably put my recall someplace else that was more conducive. But this works for me, because now I come back here and I can turn in my bond thingies, and I'm done with this. This is what I do every day to help the family and the guild. And I thought you would be interested in that part of the game. Boy, I have a little delay going here. Go. So that's a day in the life of kind of boring. Oh, see, every once in a while it takes the glider off when I do. Sometimes it doesn't, so you never know. You look silly. You jump and your glider doesn't come out. It's like, oh, that was stupid. But I don't know why sometimes it doesn't take my glider off permanently. So I don't know. I just don't know. I gotta see if this guy paid his taxes on his property here. Let's see if I can get this property. Okay, so that's the day in the life of, and I'll see you all on the next one.